Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave, a professional mechanic and instructor at Racext Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your motorcycle's brakes in a few simple steps. This is a very important skill for any rider who wants to keep their bike in good condition and avoid accidents. Before we start, I want to remind you that you can find more videos like this on my channel, where I share tips and tricks on how to maintain and repair your motorcycle and car. You can also check out Racext.com, where you can buy our online courses on mechanics for motorcycles and cars. These courses are designed by experts and will teach you everything you need to know about engines, transmissions, suspensions, tires, electronics, and more. You can learn at your own pace and get a certificate of completion at the end. So don't miss this opportunity and visit Racext.com today. Now, let's get started with the brake replacement. The first thing you need to do is to lift your bike on a stand or a jack so that the wheels are off the ground. Then, you need to remove the wheels by loosening the axle nuts and sliding the wheels out. Be careful not to damage the brake discs or the brake lines. Next, you need to remove the brake calipers by unscrewing the bolts that hold them to the fork or the swing arm. The brake calipers are the metal parts that clamp the brake pads against the brake discs. You may need to use a wrench or a socket to loosen the bolts. Once you remove the calipers, you can see the brake pads inside them. The brake pads are the parts that wear out over time and need to be replaced regularly. To remove them, you need to push out the retaining pins that hold them in place. You may need to use a hammer or a punch to do this. Then, you can pull out the old brake pads and discard them. Now, you need to install the new brake pads. Make sure you buy the right ones for your bike model and brand. You can find them online or at your local motorcycle shop. To install them, you need to insert them into the calipers and secure them with the retaining pins. Make sure they are aligned with the brake discs and that they don't touch anything else. Next, you need to reinstall the brake calipers on the fork or the swing arm. You need to align them with the brake discs and tighten the bolts that hold them in place. You may need to use a torque wrench to do this properly. Make sure you don't over-tighten or under-tighten them. Finally, you need to reinstall the wheels on your bike by sliding them back into the axle and tightening the axle nuts. You may need to use a torque wrench for this as well. Make sure you don't forget any washers or spacers that go between the wheel and the axle. And that's it. You have successfully replaced your motorcycle's brakes. Now, you need to test them before you ride your bike on the road. To do this, you need to pump the brake lever or pedal several times until you feel some resistance. This will help bleed any air out of the brake system and make sure the brakes work properly.